What? What are you doing? I'm just fucking around with the harmonica.
You put a harmonica in your video?
No. No. We're doing science right now.
Doing science?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna do some science, kids. Are you excited? I know you are. Oh, God. It sucks out here. So, you remember back in grade school when your teacher would give you a piece of paper and they're all like, okay, everybody, draw what you think the year 2000 is gonna look like. And everybody was all optimistic and drawing us living in Jetsons houses, and we had flying cars and hoverboards and all that shit. Well, fuck no, we still don't have any of that, and I'm still pissed off about that. But I did end up with a CO2 laser cutter in my garage, and I did not see that coming. So there is that. I actually got this for free, but I'll explain that in a moment. But it's just a no-name, a 40-watt, no-name Chinese laser cutter. I actually had to tear open the side and dig around in the parts there and Google model numbers to even find out what the hell software I'm supposed to use to control the damn thing. And it turns out it's something called RD Works, or Ruida, something RD Works, whatever. Yeah, it's very much a no-name Chinese laser cutter, but I did get it for free, and free is a good price. I got it in exchange for helping a friend build up his new laser cutter, and yeah, this one had some damage. Apparently he was cutting some foam or something in there, wasn't paying attention, and it caught fire. So it ended up full of soot, and like all the wires and tubing were melted. The laser lens was completely blown out. That lens itself is like, it's like the piece of glass the size of a penny, and it costs like 50, 60 bucks. It's crazy, but it was necessary. So all in all, it wasn't completely free. I had to buy some parts to refurbish it and repair it, but it does work now. So we're gonna do a little science. We're gonna make something useful, right? Well, that's what we're gonna tell ourselves anyway. Before I get to that, though, I'm gonna ask you a question. What happens, or what do you expect to see when you give a guy full creative control of something? If you said dicks, give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a pat with a bat on the back, because that's exactly what happens. It would be it Minecraft, or putting a new skin on a 3D model, or doing like those wall sprays in TF2 or CSGO or whatever the fuck those games are. I haven't played either of them, honestly, but you know what I'm talking about. You're going to end up seeing dicks. That's just something that happens. Maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. No, that's impossible. It can't just be me. That's impossible. I'm not the only one doing this. But as it turns out, yeah, the very, very first thing that I ever lasered on, on this damn machine was a big old pink foam dick. And I gave it to my friend Jeremy Mency, who apparently collects these things and sticks them up on the wall in his shop with another rather nice looking CNC router dick. So it's up there with his wall of dicks in his shop, and I'm proud of that. From there, I have made some other stuff like nothing serious or huge, but nothing like crazy project related. But I made like a keyboard stand for my wife, so it lifts the keyboard a few inches off of the desk to match the drawing tablet, and that came out actually really good. Did it in sections, and they kind of interlocked, and it was nice. And I did a couple made a few jigs and parts to fit on things around the house to fix stuff, and cut out some color little filter light things for the landscape lighting out front, and that was fun. But today we're gonna make something a little bit different. I've done this before, but it's been a few years, and we're gonna fucking do it again. All right, we are gonna make some dickfetti, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Gonna need some paper. Should be yeah. I hope this is still good. It is really humid here, so I'm hoping it's not warped. If it's warped, we're gonna have problems, but it still looks pretty straight. We'll find out here in a moment. I'm gonna have to put the camera down to get these sheets out and put them in there, but well, let's fire it up first. All right. Yes. Yes, the sound of technology. Oh, yeah, this air pump, that can come on later. Water pump. All right, get that water flowing. I'm sure that laser tube is pretty dry right now. That's no good. That should be everything except the air pump. Okay. And I got the little red dot laser there, so that's cool. Just gonna have to drop the table a little bit. Okay. God, that light is really fucking up the light on the camera. Whatever. Yeah, I need to set this down for a second. I'm actually gonna put it on a tripod. That's right. That's right. Richard is using a tripod for once. Mark your calendars. I am really sorry about the lighting. That fluorescent light in the laser is really messing everything up. But I'm gonna do my best. So we got yellow, blue, green, red, and orange sheets of paper here. I'll just put the yellow on the bottom for no particular reason. Just kind of place it in there carefully like so. And it does not look terribly warped at all to me. It looks pretty straight. So that's good. That's a good sign. All right, now, there is an ideal distance that you want to set between the end of the laser nozzle here and whatever you're cutting. In this case, paper, obviously. Imagine it like an hourglass shape. I believe it's called the kerf. I could be completely wrong, misremembering or something, but the laser comes out of there kind of in an hourglass sort of shape, and you want to get where the beam is tightest, right in the middle of the hourglass, where the beam is tightest and most focused. That's where you want it to hit whatever you're cutting. So I found out after some testing that distance is about exactly 12 millimeters. So I cut out a piece of plexiglass that is 12 millimeters. I'm gonna sit it right there. I'm gonna have to lift the table now. Just bring it up until it's right. Just touching that 12 millimeters. Yep. Yeah, it just barely slides under it. So we're at the right distance now. Excellent. Let's move it into place. I'm just gonna jog it over here a little bit. Get it about top left corner as best I can. Yeah, it looks about right. It looks like the top sheet of paper might be lifted up a little bit, so that could be a problem. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out though. See, now I need it off of the. Now I need it off the fucking tripod. Okay, all right, you're coming off the tripod then. This thing is barely standing. Jesus Christ. I really need to clean out here. Don't you turn off on me, computer. All right. So here's already works, as I was mentioning earlier. And no, you do not want to design anything in this program or you're gonna have a bad time. So anything that you design for a laser, if you happen to be using one of these or anything else, even an epilogue or whatever, design your shit in something good like Adobe Illustrator or any other vector-based software, and then just pull the file into this. Don't design in here. It sucks. But it's fine for cutting. Oh, well, you need it to cut, to drive the laser. And I should still have a file in here that is configured perfectly for 5 sheets of paper. That's 1 up, and 2mm sticky back foam sheet, second laser wing, 4mm foam sheet, okay. Oh, there's 2 files. 5 up paper, multi-dicks, version 1, 5-up paper, OG laser dicks. I don't know which one is the right. I don't know which one is the correct one. All right, let me look at that. Okay, that's a bunch of dicks. Okay, that looks pretty correct. What? Okay, minimum, maximum power. Would you focus, please? Please. 40%, 40%. Speed, 80 millimeters a second. That seems awfully low. Okay, so this is multi-dicks. Let me look at OG laser dicks. Man, this video is so gonna get flagged for something. If it does, I'm sorry guys, that's YouTube being YouTube. There's nothing, like, pornographic going on here, though. It's just me saying dick, dick, dick a lot. I guess I could change it up and say cocks. Oh wait, no, that's a single dick. Okay, OG laser dicks, 5-up paper, so like, why is it just a single dick? That doesn't make sense. Alright, anyway, let's open the previous file, multi-dicks. Well, I guess that makes sense. Multi-dicks, there's multiple dicks. And that's... Okay, the settings are still the same. 40% power at 80 millimeters a second. It took a lot of trial and error to get that right. But last time I did this, those settings were perfect for the laser to cleanly cut through 5 sheets of paper all the way through in one pass. It should still be that way. If not, then something has changed. I don't know what. Maybe the lens needs to be cleaned or something. I'm really not sure. But should I put it back on the tripod yet? Oh my god, now it's stuck. Great. Okay. Should I use the air assist? I don't know. It's gonna get loud in here if I do, though. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. What I worry about, though, is the air blowing little cocks around all over the place, and they could get in front of the laser and get cut in half and all kinds of mayhem. Because I really don't have any way to control how much air is coming out. It's either on or off. I feel like I remember doing this with air off, but I don't recall. Well, we're going to try with the air on first. Alright. Where is it? Okay, start. There's the start button. Alright, y'all ready? Y'all ready to do some science? Yay! Here we go! Start. That's all going. Yeah, she's moving. Let's make Mama proud. All this technology. It makes me think of that stupid picture that's been floating around on the internet forever now. It's like from a comic or something. Dude's like, you could use your powers to cure cancer. And he's like, I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. That's kind of what's going on here. So, hey, don't judge. I'm having fun. I'm still creating. Even if it's not useful to you, I don't care. We're having a good time. So it's getting a little smoky in here, but nothing has caught fire yet, which is a great sign. And nothing's really flying around all that bad. Well, we do have some stray dicks over there. All right, let's see what happens when we turn the air off. Ooh, you know what? I can't even tell what the fuck is the air anymore. Fuck it, let's leave it on. Better safe than sorry. This is going to take a minute or two to run, so I'm going to let it do its thing and cut back to it. Just a little bit of progress footage. Still going. I know this isn't the ideal way to do something like this. You probably need like a stamp thing or whatever the fuck that's called. Like I used to know the name of it when I was back on the printing press, but I don't have anything like that, so it's a little more fun to use a fucking laser anyway, so sue me. Well, there it goes. I was doing something fancy there for a second. I don't know how it decides where to go and when. It just kind of... Well, I mean, it's going to go on a straight line here, but it might not go all the way to the edge, or it might hop around a little bit. It's hard to tell. Yeah. Okay. It's looking good so far. Looks like the air is blowing the cocks out of the way as it cuts. So we shouldn't have any casualties. A couple of them may get circumcised here and there. I mean, you don't know. It happens. It comes with the territory. let's see what it does with this last. Now, see, it flew over there. Why didn't it finish that last? I don't know. I have no idea. This thing has a mind of its own. Alright, everybody, get excited. It's almost done. Yep. See, that jumps back up there to finish off the last few. I have no idea why it does that. That should be the last one. Yep, it's done. Now, what I don't know is if it went all the way through all five sheets. Let's find out. Let's look at that yellow sheet on the bottom. Clearly went through blue. I see a bunch of blue ones flying around here. Ooh, some smoke. Ooh, oh man. All right. Well, sort of. I might have to punch those out by hand. It looks like they're just kind of barely hanging on by a little. Man, some of them were falling out. What the? Damn it. Well, it used to work perfectly. It looks like it almost still does. It needs some kind of tiny little tight adjustment to it. But that's, I still call that successful. I call that a successful run. And so, from here, you just gather them all up, which can take a little while. Get like a small little snack-sized Ziploc baggie. So you literally end up with a bag of dicks. Then maybe slap a label on it or whatever. The label I used, said Happy Rick's Jubilation Dicks. I know I'm fucking immature. Whatever. Fuck you. I should still have that Photoshop file somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. Maybe I'll splice it into the video somewhere if I can. But yeah, think of the applications. I've already done several batches of these in the past, as I've said, and I gave them to friends and coworkers, and I gave one to my brother, I gave one to my friend Jonathan, and I know they've at least got some use. My brother, he's in the Air Force. He's like a tech sergeant now or something, but anyway, I digress. He had a bunch of new airmen coming in, and to welcome them, he went around and sprinkled a shit ton of these little dicks in all their keyboards. So it's like, your dude got work, Kevo. Keep it up. Love you. Love you, bro. Or let's say you're walking on down the street and an assailant of some kind approaches you and is like, "Bitch, give me your wallet," and you're like, "Not today," and it's like pocket sand. Almost like pocket sand, but you got, well, it'd be a little awkward. You could act like you're reaching for your wallet, but really you're undoing the bag and opening up the zipper and everything. There's just kapow right in the face. Just hit them with a bunch of these. They'll be confused enough, hopefully, long enough that you can run away and cry. And then there's an added effect later that somebody else, maybe an hour later or something, is going to walk by and see this pile of multicolored dicks all over the ground, and they're going to wonder, I don't know what here, but it must. What must have happened here? It must have been amazing, whatever it was. I have no idea. And they're going to go home, and with any luck, it'll keep them awake at night. They'll be wondering, what the fuck was with those dicks all over the ground? It's just, it's a lot of fun. So buy you a laser and make you some dickfetti and throw it at your friends. These damn things. Again, it's been years now since I've made a batch of these. I still occasionally find one or two around the house, and especially the garage, but they're in the house too. Whenever I find one, I laugh because it's just like, yeah, I remember you. Oh, fuck. What am I doing this video for? I mean, I guess this technically counts as a project, right? So we could say this is my first project video in many years now? Technically, kind of. Whatever. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna stop this video and get it uploaded, and hopefully YouTube won't flag it. And if any of you other assholes flag it, then that's on you. There's nothing pornographic about this. This is all educational. They just happen to be penises. All right. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye, fellas.